Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. In today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit about the fusion from the free-to-play perspective. I released a video yesterday asking most of you if you want me to make a daily video about the fusion, like what I'm planning, what I'm doing, what I'm going to be focusing on and all that. And honestly, I got quite a surprising amount. Like, I did expect to get a few comments of people saying like, yeah, I want to see you do it on the free-to-play one daily videos. And honestly, they were a bit more than I actually expected. So I'm glad because you know what? I was still debating, like, do I want to go for the fusion? Do I not? Especially from this free-to-play perspective, from this free-to-play challenge perspective. You only got one more month to go, okay? So we only got one more month, and basically my goal for this month is gonna be to try and rack up as many points as I can and have as much fun as I can. But at the same time, I'm also gonna have to be focusing on my clan boss team, okay? So this is kind of like my main goal, especially because up until like today's Friday, next Friday, till 8 p.m. UTC, I will be one of the ones that will participate on the clan boss challenge, where we can get some extra points in the, in the CC challenge for those of you that have been following along. And my goal is gonna be to try to get to Ultra Nightmare 4-key. I think I'm almost there, but I still have to decide on the right team. I still have to decide on what I'm gonna build. I might need to build up. So currently I'm using Venom H Deacon, Rathalos, Skullcrusher, and Sepulchre Sentinel. So I want to get somebody in this team that will extend the buff, so it's going to allow me to have increased defense most of the time, ally protection, all that. So the first candidate that I have for that is actually Hellborn Sprite, okay? She brings a buff extension, increased duration of buffs by 1 turn, so she's buff extender. She also brings increased crit rate. Don't really care about the triple hit reduction, but she also brings a small version of weaken. So this could help me ramp up the damage. My only problem is, who do I drop out, okay? Because I do have Deacon in the team, which basically brings me the Leech that allows me to not have lifesteal on anyone, but the only one that I do have lifesteal is Skullcrusher, because he takes a bit more damage, so he has to heal up somehow. So currently have him in that. So I'm gonna have to decide either him or somebody else, okay? So that's like a quick side note for the free-to-play. But when we're talking about the fusion, I was a bit worried yesterday because, like I was saying, if the summon rush points are too high, if they're like 4,900, which we're used to for the fragments over here, then I'm not going to be able. It's going to be basically impossible for me to do it. So let's have a look where they are, even though I already looked. So basically they are at 3,150. So 3,150 means I would need to pull around 6 Sacreds, right? Because Sacreds give 500 points. Let's just get a calculator so we can do a small math over here. So let's say 3,150 split by 500 per Sacreds. It's 6 Sacreds and a bit. Obviously, you would do that with some other stuff. If I pulled Voids, I would need to pull around 26 Voids. If I pulled Primals, which obviously I don't have that many, I would need to pull 15 Primals, and then obviously with Ancients, which is the least worth it, it would be 157. So that's a lot of points to try and get for that one. Most of the time, you're better off, if you're lucky to have Sacreds, to just pull Sacreds because they give the most points. You know, combination of Sacreds, Primals, and Voids could make it. So let's have a look at what do I have. So I do have four Voids, okay? So that's 4 times 120, that's 480. I'm gonna get another Void, so let's add another 120 from my monthly ones, okay? So I'm gonna be hitting Sunday towards Monday at reset, which means I'm not gonna be able to record that unless I decide to only show the video of my summons on Monday. But I'm gonna get another 120. Then I'm gonna get another Sacred, so that's gonna be another 1,500. Wait, that's 1 less 0. 1,500 points. That gives me a 2,100, okay? I do have 2 primals as well, so plus the primals, that's gonna be another 400. So that's 2,500 points that I can rack up. I need 3,150, so I'm gonna be short 650, which that should be easy to do with mystery shards. I might get lucky and get a Sacred from Nightmare, from Nightmare Clan Boss, or I might get another Void. So I still have Saturday's reset, I still have Sunday's Clan Boss reset. That could give me some other shards, but I don't think that's gonna be a problem. I think that the Summon Rush is actually going to be in the bag. Like, I'm not worried that I'm not going to get a Summer Rush. Honestly, I think I'm going to get it. It's going to be a little, you know, it's going to be a bit of a stretch, but I'm going to do it. I think we also have the anniversary gift that we're going to have another Primal. No, 2 more Voids. So that's 2 more Voids. So I was like, what, 600 short? I drop another 240, another 200. So by Sunday, I should be fine. Like, I should not need to pull any of my Ancients. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if I'm not mistaken, the next 2 times should be Ancients, or is it Voids? If it's Voids, then like might not be the best. Okay, so the next 2 times might actually be Voids, but I don't think I want to pull my Ancients now. The reason I'm saying that is because Ancients give 2, very few points for Summer Rush, so keep that in mind. Do not pull your Ancients during Summer Rush from my point of view, because you only get 20 points for them. However, if you pull during a champion chase and you get lucky and you actually get an epic, then you're going to be getting 250 points. So Ancients go a longer way during a champion chase than a Summer Rush. So my advice for this one is, if you have the Sacreds, just pull the Sacreds, but I would still wait with the Sacreds till we have the 1+1 starting, which is 1 day, 5 hours. So basically, that's going to be tomorrow night for me at around 8, I think it's around 6, 7, 8 p.m. UTC, something like that. That's when I would advise people to pull their Voids, because you're going to have a 1+1. So, you know, you might get lucky and get legendaries. For me, obviously, I don't want legendaries because it's a challenge where we cannot use them. So that's what I would do. Also for the champion chase, I'm going to talk more next week, but you might have some epics to fuse. You know, if I get the Lumberer, I could fuse the Lockwayne. That's 250 points. I'm going to fuse, even though I already have Arrhenius, I'm going to be leveling these ones up, and I'm going to fuse another Arrhenius, 250 points. So, you know, champion chase is less of a worry from my point of view than the Summer Rush. So, because I can do the Summer Rush, I'm going to be going for this fusion, okay? So that's the sharp part. Now, when it comes to what I'm focusing, I did say yesterday in my video that what I'm going to start with is going to be the champion training, okay? I barely have any points, okay? So you're looking at this like, okay, you said you start with that. What do you mean? You barely did stuff. Yes, because I have tons of energy that I saved, and I'm still going to save it up until tomorrow, and I advise you to do the same. If you have your daily energy, you know, the ones from the playtime rewards, the ones from the dailies, the ones from the advance, if you have those refills, use them today, because obviously you don't want to waste that energy. You want to still have it, recuperate. You still want to have this energy going on. But then go tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow's when you should push. Even if you have to dip into gems, that's when you should go, like, do the most, because tomorrow we're going to have the Dungeons Diver starting. So what I'm going to be doing tomorrow on the free-to-play is, first of all, I'm going to be doing the Dragon, okay? And I think when it comes to Dragon Tournament, it's still on for another day in 24 hours, 21 hours, which means it's going to double dip with Dungeon Divers. I'm going to grab the fragments, and I think I'm going to go for the epic book as well, because you know what? Epic books are really good. If you want to book an epic, that's really awesome. And the reason I'm actually going for that is because we do have a progressive chance for some good epics. I'm going to put Godseeker in here for when I'm going to be doing the summons on Sunday, because if I get a Godseeker, then I'm not going to be using Hellborn Sprite anymore, and Godseeker will allow me to actually, for the Clan Boss team, maybe not use lifesteal on people. The reason why I'm saying that is because she brings a pretty decent heal on her A2 that does the buff extension. 50% heal of their max HP and increases duration of all buffs. She also heals on the basic on the A1, but she also heals from the passive, in the sense of not heals, but boosts the healing that is received by 10%. What's that gonna allow me? That's gonna allow me to start putting people in Guardian gears. What does Guardian do? It heals you up, okay, gives you more healing, but at the same time, Guardian also gives you damage mitigation. That's the equivalent of a protection. So the wearer absorbs 10% of the damage dealt by all allies, to allied champions, then heals by 10% every turn. So this one should allow me to take Deacon out, hopefully of the team, and bring Godseeker in. That's gonna bring my buff extension, bring me some healing, and that should work just fine. But again, you don't want to go too hard today. Wait till tomorrow. 17 hours, 33 minutes. Dungeon Diver starts. Go hardcore on the Dungeon Divers over there. I would say don't completely blast it, because if we have a look at the calendar, again, I did mention that yesterday, but I want to say again, just what I would do is finish the Dragon Tournament, finish your Champion Training Tournament, because again, Champion Training is it's really worth it to do all the milestones because you get the legendary skill tome. That's amazing. Legendary books are hard to come by, so the fact that we have them as a milestone reward means you 100% should go for it, or at least that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna finish the dragon tomorrow, grabbing the epic book from the milestone. Finish the champion training tomorrow again, because or maybe champion training I can leave another day, because I think, yeah, the champion training goes on for 2 more days. So you 100% want to finish the dragon. Maybe if you don't finish the champion training, then leave it at that. Finish champion training on Sunday, and then Sunday, if you still have not finished your dungeon divers, you can double dip that with the ice column. The most efficient way for you to do this, if you're a more developed account, or if you have the champions, would be to do a solo farm with food. Let me show you an example. Let me pop over my main account over here. What I'm doing on my main account is I'm doing this. Okay, I'm going over here and I'm taking my Theodore and I'm throwing in, let's see, 4 food champions. Okay. Basically, what this gives me, it gives me points for the dragon. Okay, it gives me points for the dragon tournament, but at the same time, this one's gonna give me champion training points. It's not gonna be a ton, but basically, I'm still being efficient with my energy. Okay, I'm doing the dragon and I'm doing champion training at the same time. Am I gonna get the best gear possible? Not really, but is it that big of a difference? Again, not really, especially because I can do it on hard mode, okay? On hard mode, stage 4, that means I still have a chance to get mythical gear, and it's a little bit less than doing stage 10, but still, it's only 6 stages difference. But I would still do the same principle, even though you cannot do this. If you can do Dragon 20 with a solo champion, 4 food champions, that's what I would do, because that would give you, you would be a lot more efficient with your energy used for the sake of this. And the same thing for Ice Column. If you can solo it, like if you have somebody like an Artak, do the same. Even if it's just, stage 20, it does not matter. Just do that solo comp, or again, if it's like under 25, another Poisoner, Theodore, Eurogrim, Venomage, there's plenty of options. You can do that, double dip, get your champion training points, get your golem or dragon points, and get dungeon diver points. That's like, that's the best way to try to be as efficient as possible if you're low on gems, if you're low on energy and all that. So as long as you have the shards to hit the milestone for the Summer Rush, I think this should be okay. The only one that might be like a little bit scarier is obviously on the free-to-play, is the Artifact Enhancement. I'd like 10 million silver, okay? I leveled up some stuff, and I basically got till over here. I need another 2,500. That's a lot of points, but at the same time, I still have 2 days and 18 hours, so basically almost 3 days. Well, what am I gonna do tomorrow? I'm gonna be doing champion training. What does champion training give you? Gives you levels, it also gives you silver and those shields, because you're gonna be farming 12-3. Okay, you're gonna be farming this one, and you're gonna be racking up that silver, and you're gonna be able to, push yourself higher into the artifact enhancement. If you see that you're not quite there and you cannot finish in the 3 days, I suggest, even though there's CVC coming on Tuesday, start forging stuff, okay? If you're stuck with that one, you see, there we go, 5,000 plus 11, 16,000 silver. But if I would not have enough, I would just start forging. I would not wait for CVC. I would start forging stuff, and I would start selling the things that I would not use. 3-4 star gear, I would sell it, because that gives you a ton of silver. So the forge is basically a silver cheat, okay? At the same time, I might go in here and be like, okay, what do I not need from the accessories? I would just go accessories, okay, let me sell all the 4 star. That's a little bit more silver. I'll go into the gear and be like, okay, I have a lot of gear. Let me sell some of the stuff that I do not use. So that should be the way that you should focus on it, and that's the way I'm gonna be doing it. But I'm gonna come back tomorrow with a video, and we're gonna talk about like where I'm gonna be at. I'm gonna make the video after I finish the dragon tournament, and like I said, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna be like, okay, let me show you where I'm at with the dungeon divers after I finish the dragon tournament at least, and then we can do the champion training a little bit and show you where I will be at that. When it comes to shard pulls, keep an eye out, because I'm gonna be doing my shard pull on Sunday, like I said, because I'm gonna be waiting for what is it? There we go. I'm gonna be waiting to get the 2 voids tomorrow, and then the primal on Sunday. So that's gonna give me a bigger amount of shards, and then, hopefully, maybe I get lucky and get another sacred. I might pull the sacred as well, but I might not do that. Depends. Like I said, this one's only gonna reset Sunday after midnight for me. It's like 2 a.m. on a Monday morning when I would get this, but these are gonna be the backup ones. So still, I feel like the smartest way for me to do it is save my ancients for the champion chase next week, and then just do my you know, voids, primals, and sacred. Honestly, there's not, like, I don't really care about, they would be good, don't get me wrong. They would be good for my account, but not for what my goal is, okay? Like I said, my goal is to get as you know, as high as I can watch Nightmare and help me progress with other stuff. But the number one goal for that one's gonna be, hopefully, I get the Godseeker, because when it comes to the other stuff, I'm not gonna lie, he's gonna be huge, okay? Armanz is gonna be amazing. He's basically gonna go in every single one of my teams because of this A2. He would be amazing for controlling the waves in every area, even Doom Tower, and he's gonna be amazing for Spider because he's gonna basically always keep that turn meter down, which will allow me to just constantly kill the Spider, and he's definitely a game changer, like 100% game changer, and even endgame, like I said yesterday, because of his A3. But anyway, we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Again, I hope this is helpful. If this video was helpful and the next ones, please consider liking the videos, leaving a comment, and letting me know if there's anything else you want me to talk about. Subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I guess I'm gonna see you in the next video. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.